just want to say thank you so much for what you've done for my career. You have helped me from when I was a little ratbag kid and continue to nowadays, and gave me my first Group 1 in Adelaide, which was so important.
Warmonger, Jamie Carr gets her Group 1 in South Australia. Coco Sun wins the Derby for the McEvoys.
The one Group 1 I really wanted to get on Coco Sun. That was really special.
He was a bit of a scallywag, don't worry about that, but we sorted him out a bit and got him going. I was the first one to get going in the racing game, I suppose, and then of course Tony came along behind me, and then we had another brother, Darren, and he came along later. So three of us were in the racing side of it, but we're all born and bred with horses. That's the way we come up, and no motorbikes in them days, so we had horses to ride every night. We'd get home from school, we'd be on horseback, and we just all grew from there. And then we ventured in here to Streaky Bay and went with Bill Holland. Bill was a great ambassador to us kids, because he trained all Dad's horses, and Dad had pretty good horses, to win a lot of country racing. And Bill took me under his wing, and then we got Tony under his wing, and he's also had Darren under his wing, and he's also had Karen under his wing. And I think he rode his first winner at Sojourner, I think it was. He was 14 years of age. He couldn't even carry the saddle. The horse had about 60 kilos. One of Dad's horses, and he won on it, of course, but he couldn't carry the saddle out, and we had to get somebody to carry it and someone to get it off when he won the race. He won the race, but yeah, he was very, very tiny, I can tell you, Tony. He was unbelievable. He wasn't very big, but he stood too close to the Bay Marie when he got going. He was just, he was eating off the Bay Marie, and he was getting fat pretty quick. He went to Adelaide after riding winners here in the country, and he won a South Australian Oaks on DC in 1977, and then he ran second on So Called in the 1977 Derby, the South Australian Derby. So and that was only done in a few years.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody with a stronger work ethic than what Tony's got. Like, he's always worked long hours. He's very much an attention to detail, but as a horseman, he's a horseman first. I've had no doubt that Tony was always going to be a super trainer, even working with him closely during the time post Peter's death, but even also working with him on his own when he set up the Kildalton Park in Angaston. So I was involved there as well. So I've had first-hand knowledge, and it's not a fluke to be where he is today. It's just through natural ability, sheer hard work and dedication.
I think he was trained by one of the best in the land in C.S. Hayes. Listen to that man, was just unbelievable. He was a great ambassador, Colin, and I worked with him myself. He just knew a horse in and out. He was just unbelievable what he could achieve and what he could see in a horse, and I think Tony was right by his side every day of the week, and I think that's where he picked it up and learnt the qualifications of a racehorse, to how to manage him and how to train him. I really do think.
We certainly enjoyed the Fields of Omar time back in the stable at Angaston in the Lindsay Park era, but my feeling is what he did with Sunlight to win a Coolmore as a 3-year-old filly against the Colts, and also to win a Newmarket, super effort.
The other achievement, I think, with Tony is to have his son Calvin alongside now, and I think that's another great achievement, to carry the McEvoy name through, and I think Calvin's doing a great job of that as well, and I think Tony's very proud of that as well.
The thing that stands out the most is what a good bloke he is as well, and most people will say that.